Sir, after taking the entire case, at the end when we solve, we don't come to write rubrics or write remedy. In such cases, how to come to rubrics and remedies correctly?
Most of the times what happens is, after we have taken the case, we take case in detail and very nicely, we have understood the case nicely, but after we have done that, we start jumping to rubrics or to remedies. That is where the problem arises. We are in a hurry either to take some very good rubric which has flashed in our mind, or we want to prescribe a remedy which has flashed into the mind and now we want to prescribe that remedy. The best thing to do after you have taken a case very properly, just shut down the case, go back, close your eyes and understand what the patient has told you and what is the impression of the patient that is on your mind. That is when you will realize that this is something of the patient that has stood out very, very strikingly, and this is the kind of a person that he is. Then you start thinking of rubrics or remedies. Remedies is something that ideally should not be thought of, but you should start thinking of the right rubrics. Many a times we have knowledge of a very few rubrics and we keep on trying to take rubrics from only those rubrics which we know. But there are many times there are some rubrics which are very similar to the rubric that we know, but just from lack of knowledge of that rubric, we keep on coming to the same rubrics and we keep on coming to the same remedies. To avoid this, we should start reading and differentiating rubrics one from the other and find out the remedies which are present in this rubric than the other. For example, if we take the rubric dictatorial, then you will find the entire rubric is dictatorial, domineering, despotic, dogmatic. Now every word has a different meaning. These have been combined to make one rubric. Dictatorial means a dictator, a person who wants everything as per his wish. Despotic is a higher kind of a dictator where he is a supreme ruler and he just cannot take any contradiction. Another rubric very similar is contradiction intolerant of, which comes very close to despotic, but he is not a ruler, but he cannot take contradiction intolerant of. Then another rubric is contradiction aggravates. So he is not only intolerant of contradiction, but he gets aggravated by contradiction. So again we are similar but not exact. So every time we have to see that every word has a different meaning. Dogmatic, a part of the rubric dictatorial, means dogma, one who follows certain things as a dogma or a fixed rule or a principle, and that is what makes him a dictator. But he is not actually a dictator. He has fixed ideas. From this you go to another rubric which is fixed ideas, but he may not be pushing them on others. Those who push them on others are dogmatic, but certain ideas are fixed in my mind, but I may not push it on to you. So that doesn't make me dogmatic, but that makes me fixed ideas. This is how one rubric goes to the other. One is very close to the other, but yet different from the other. Another rubric which can come close, I have told in the earlier thing, is positiveness. Positiveness is very similar to dictatorial, but positiveness is I want you to do as what I have said. So I put pressure on you, and that is positiveness. It is not just optimistic positive, it is positive in a sense that I put my positive energy on you, overbearing conduct. Then there is another rubric which is presumptuous. Presumptuous means I take you for granted. I don't even ask you what your wish is, what you want to do, whether you want to do this or do that. Like some fathers say that they don't even ask their daughters whether you want to get married to this boy or no, or whether you want to pursue this career or no. They will just take it for granted that my daughter will marry this boy or my son will follow this career only. That is presumptuous, presuming that you will do it, not bothered about asking his wife's opinion, his son's opinion, his daughter's opinion, and just doing it. This again comes close to dictator, but yet different from it. So this is how one rubric is different from the others, though they are very close. And that is why we have to know more and more rubrics, and that is how we will differentiate one remedy from the other. Thank you.